returning to Yu-Gi-Oh! Can be intimidating. Luckily, there are a lot of great creators out there who provide helpful content. But this is my journey. While getting back into the game is mostly expensive, I'm doing it the smart way.
And buy the singles!
This series is dedicated to building a competitive deck, but only with singles and on a mightily small budget. €2.50 per week. Welcome to Yugioh-Heroes. Well, hello there my fellow gentle nerds. This is Echo for episode 10 of Yugioh-Heroes. And I'm going to keep it very short and simple. I just have one thing to announce, and that is, as you have seen, Saturday, no new episode. If you're following me on my Discord, you probably know what this is all about. But ThePokeMonarch and I decided to change upload days. We are going to Mondays now, same time as usual, 18:15 GMT plus 1. So the same thing applies, but only a different day. That makes it easier for us, for ThePokeMonarch to edit this, for us to pre-produce episodes, and it makes it a lot easier in the long run for us. So everything's the same, just not on Saturday. And now we are hopping straight into this episode, because this episode is going to be very long. We are opening Duel Devastator, we are having a deck profile, and we are going to have our usual 3 matches against other people. And I hope you don't want to miss this, so let's check it out. Okay, we have episode 10. We have the opening, and this opening, I probably promised this a long time ago, and it's coming. Duel Devastator. Who could have guessed that we need a Duel Devastator? I don't think we need it too badly, but having access to something like an Ash Blossom is very important. But we are going to open up this bad boy. This has been laying around in my... It is not a closet, it's a cup or something like this. But it still has been sealed. I've been patiently waiting. And here we are. Without the seal. Opening my very first Duel Devastator. For me, it's even the first one for me. Looking at the field centers that we are having, like, I don't think I need those, but the box is very cool. I'm keeping this. Keep bouncing against stuff here. I actually have my Ash Blossom field center. Let's see what we have here. I already know we have the Ishizu, I think. Joey. Oh, Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. And Yugi. I think those are cool. Those are cool. I don't need it, the Ash Blossom again, so I'm pretty fine with this. We have those. Okay. Finally. Let's see. We have Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, where I have maximum gold versions. I'm not going to use this. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. This is my first Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. I don't have any yet. But this is going to the definitely, or thinking about putting it into the deck pile. Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. And actually Red Blossoms from Underroot. Cycle of Justice Cataster. Bryoneck. Still having nightmares about this duel against Nokada. Against the Ice Barriers. Madaphys Horus. I'm not going to play Synchro, so this is going to be a quick one. Black Rose Dragon. Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Stardust something dragon. The Red Dragon Archfiend something. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Vermilion Dragon Mech. Abyss Dweller. Silent Honor Arc. Castiel, Musketeer, Stuff, Doer, Tornado Dragon, Underclock Taker, Lanphorhynchus, Gaia Saber, Deco Talker Extended, Topologic Bomber Dragon, Sayuja, a DD Crow, and Effect Veiler. I'm putting them here for the hand traps. Not the best hand traps, I know, but they are there. Then the Gate Blocker. I don't think I need this. Denko Sekka. No. Inspector Border. No. I don't know its name. I'm very unsure about this. Then Artifact Lancia. I have maybe once we put it in, if we put it in, I rarity bump it up. I have the gold rares. They look so much better. Then we have the Vanity's Fiend. I'm just putting the good cards that maybe go into the deck there. Then we have the Majesty's Fiend, I think. Vanity and Majesty. Dino Wrestler Pankratops. Gamma Seal. Mind Control. Is there damage on the card? Slightly. Yeah, there. You see that? Right out the box and there's damage. Wave Motion Cannon. Super Poly. Okay. We could think about this. I mean, we have Mud Dragon of the Swamp. Not sure about it. Put it there. Book of Eclipse, I think. Silent Graveyard. Cosmic Cyclone. Yeah, Caught by the Grave. Man, the focus is completely off today. Sorry about that. I don't know about this, what this card is, and this neither. Forbidden Apocrypha. Dimensional Barrier. I think that was played like recently. I'm not sure about this. Is it Lost Wind? Yeah, I think it's Lost Wind. Heavy Storm Duster. Royal Decree. Anti-Spell Fragrance. Focus. Camera. Focus. There can be only one. Wiretap, I think. Solemn Strike and Red Reboot. I'm putting those cards here. I really have to look into those cards if they are useful for us as of right now. I'm still in the pre-recording phase since episode 8, but we have a lot of staple cards now. And I have those for my personal collection as well once the series is over. Welcome from my extremely uncomfortable setup. So just going through the deck profile now, I don't want to talk too much about the stuff that I took out and that I put in. So we're not going over the changes, we're going over through the whole deck. But I can tell you those cards left the main and or side deck. Mask Charge, Back to the Front, 3 Battleguard Howling, Summoner Monk, the Heated Heart, Pot of Duality, and Righteous Justice, and 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. So it's mostly side deck changes, and I'm filming this after I did the duels, so you can expect me to add those 2 cards in the near future in. I'm pretty sure I'm going to put in the Effect Veiler next episode. Don't know about the Super Poly. I mean, we have the Mud Dragon of the Swamp, so maybe we play this, but I'm not too sure about this. We will see in the next episode then, when I do the whole planning for this episode. But now on to the deck profile. We have triple Stratos. Yes, still the maximum gold. I'm so sad that it doesn't have the original art. It doesn't matter. In the end, it's maximum gold, so it looks good. Then Triple Shadow Mist, still one of our best cards. If Special Summon gets us Mask Change, and we need Mask Change, and if it leaves the field or gets to the graveyard better, I can search a hero monster, and that's very good. I mean, I can only use 1 effect per turn, so that's its only downside, I guess. Going further with the Elemental Heroes, we have Honest Neos still at 1. We then have triple Solid Soldier. I think Solid Soldier is going to see the cut more sooner than later, but he helps me build somewhat of a bigger board. I can get more cards on field. Like, that is important with Miracle Fusion if I don't have anything in grave or on the field. So when I have Solid and I have the Miracle Fusion, I can get into any card that I want there. Like, if I have it in combination with a Liquid Soldier, I can get into the Absolute Zero. I can go into Great Tornado if I have Stratos. I even can go with any other hero card, can go into the Sunrise, and that is very good. So it is not going to stay at 3 forever, but for the time being, it is at 3. Then we have the Liquid Soldier. Liquid Soldier is a good addition, and I would actually like playing it at 2, but I think as of right now, 1 is more than enough. We still have 1 Voltic. I'm looking desperately to replace this card since it is so bad, but he's our only Koga target, so I mean, he's our only normal effect monster Koga target. We have Sunrise, but I don't want to mask change Sunrise into Koga, and Koga is important since he can get over most of the stuff just by being big. 2 Malicious, like, there is no question about Malicious since he is so good when once sent to the graveyard. He is kind of a brick if I have it in hand. And talking about bricks, we have the Plasma, the Dynatech, and the Celestial. I found myself often bricking with those, so I'm not sure about what to do with them in the near future. Maybe cut them a little bit. Plasma's effect is so good, but it's so hard to summon without having like access to the full combo with the Vision Heroes, so I don't know about those. Then we have the hand traps, and those are from Duel Devastator, so don't expect too much. This is just 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Ghost Sister, and is it Ghost Sister and Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion it is. I mean, it's Ghost Girl and Haunted Mansion in German, so I was not too far off. And then we have 1 DD Crow. We go on with the spells. We have, of course, triple Mask Change. Mask Change being one of our better cards, but I think we are going to cut this in the future. We are fusion summoning, and Mask Change is important, but we are getting less and less actual Mask Change targets, so we will see. 2 Poly, it's very good. It's very good. Then we have the Miracle Fusion. Fusing from Grave is so cool, and with Sunrise we get another one, and we can use the effects. We can use its effect to get another one, and then maybe fuse a second time. That is very, very good. Fusion Destiny is down to 2 in the main. That's because the combo is very, very good, but it's I get interrupted very often, and since I don't have too many ways to counter this, I cut the combo enabler down to 2. But you're going to see the third one is in the side deck. We have 1 Raigeki, 1 Rhoda. I put those 2 right next to each other since they're one-offs. I mean, we have still 1 Hero Lives, which is so risky since losing half of your life points can cost game if it doesn't get anything, so you have to think about it. And 1 Cosmic Cyclone, that's all of the one-offs, and we still have 1 3-off that I don't know why it's in the back here. That's E-Call. E-Call gets me any elemental hero from deck to hand, then that can enable something like a Stratos Search, getting another Search with Stratos, or getting into like something of a Solid Soldier and having Stratos in hand, normal summoning Solid Soldier and getting Stratos out, getting the Stratos Search or the back row destruction. So very, very good. At 3, definitely a must-have, I think. And going to the traps, we cut it down a lot. We have 1 Solemn Strike, 1 Compulse, and 2 Torrential. I feel like as a going first build, I probably need a lot more. I hope this has recorded the most of the stuff. I don't know what it did and what not. I'm going to keep it short now. Those are the traps. Cut down a lot on the traps, so we have to see how this goes. Thinking about going more into a going second build, so we will see how this goes. And then we have the extra deck. Where is my field center? I don't want this in here. And for the extra deck, we have Vision Hero Trinity, OTK Enabler, if we get him on board and we are not going first. Koga, very, very good, since he's a big boy. Great Tornado, cuts everything and is a Miracle Fusion target for with Stratos. Sunrise, pretty much one of our best boys, so Sunrise it is. The Cross Crusader is our enabler with the Fusion Destiny. We have still one Divine Wind as a mask change target for Stratos on board. We have one Diane as a mask hero target for Solid Soldier. One Dystopia as a target for the second Fusion Destiny. And the two links that don't come up too often as of right now is Wonder Driver and Dread Decimator. We're going to see a lot more of Wonder Driver in the future. Then we still have two Darklaw. Darklaw is... Every opponent has to play around Darklaw, and that makes him so good on its own. Then we have Dangerous, only for our Fusion Destiny combo. Then we have our last two cards added to the extra deck, and those were Absolute Zero and Acid. In combination, wipe the entire field. That is very, very good. I like that a lot. There is still room for improvement, like getting something like Anki, Blast, and maybe something like, of course, Malicious Bane, but that is more in the future. So I think we are good for the near future. Like Anki and Blast, I'm definitely thinking about those, but we have to see how this goes. Then we have for the side deck, we have one Gamma Seal, one Pancratops, and one Lancia. I hate it when my phone does this, it stops recording. And yes, I'm recording with my phone since it's the easiest setup that I can do and has still good quality. So, gosh dang it, that's annoying. We have Pancratops, the Gamma Seal, and the Lancia. There is our third Fusion Destiny, it's in the side. We still have the World Legacy Clash, just for the situation, and we have one Mask Charge here in the side deck. One called Battlegrave, more situational, and then we have a lot of going second cards, like Dimensional Barrier. There can be only one, a third Torrential, two Compulse, two Bottomless, and one Red Reboot. Yeah, after that, straight into the duels and right into them, since I don't have too much time to talk about the first game. I start with a bad decision, going for a Hero Lives, and that gives me only Darklaw with no protection, and he opened well, Gamma Seals my Darklaw, and OTKs me, so nothing to gain from there. Game 2 against the ThePokeMonarch, and I have a better hand and try to go for a Solid Soldier into the Darklaw combo, and he Effect Veilers me, where I misplay since I could have mask changed these the Solid Soldier, since then it wouldn't be on the field for the effect of Effect Veiler, so I would have gotten the summon on Stratos, couldn't have gone with Miracle Fusion into more detailed combos, so I only end on Diane, and he builds an even bigger board and destroys my Diane with Levianeer. And from there, I scoop the game and lose 2-0 against the ThePokeMonarch. Game or match 2 against Mothman, and he is playing the Pile of Lich. And my Rhoda gets ashed, and then he can do his setup for Scarlet Sanguine. I pop it with Cosmic Cyclone, but he can get Baylor Drock and Hulky Fibrax on board, brings me to 1900 LP. I draw into Poly and scoop the game. This time, with no interruption, I get Darklaw on board, and he crashes his Tsuchinoko into my Solid Soldier, and get Mask Change with my Liquid into Shadow Mist. He tries to interrupt, but I can counter that, and I have Acid on board, and with that I clear his back row, but his Eldritch sticks on board. I misread his effect and Torrential Tribute him, but the Eldritch doesn't get destroyed, so I was in a bad spot. I tried to regain some momentum, but that didn't happen. From there, I only had limited resources. And get a nice second Torrential Tribute, but Eldritch is so safe, so he can get 2 Eldritch on board and beat me. So another 2-0 loss. Game 3 or match 3 against Benji, and Benji is playing Dragon Link, also doing a series here on YouTube as well. Link is in the description. I get my Darklaw on board and he gets Borreload Savage Dragon, and for gods I have Honest Neos in hand and swings in to my Darklaw, but that didn't do anything since I had Honest Neos. Then I swing in directly with Darklaw. He clears my Darklaw, but I Raigeki his board, and then I have enough material to go for game. Finally, a game 1. Game 2. I try to go into my Darklaw combo, but nope, ashed. He then Feather Dusters my Compulse, and so he was free to go off. I misread the effect of Triple Burst Dragon, so I misplayed. I thought it could activate all the time, but it was only in the battle phase, so in main phase I could have gone for a lot of stuff. Didn't do that, and by that I couldn't clear his window due to his Triple Burst negating my Honest Neos. Misplayed there, since I could have Honest Neos in main phase. That happens. He then leaves me with 800 LP. I got excited there and tried to make a cool combo, and then I completely forgot that Winder is on the field and I couldn't do what I wanted to do since I used my special summon from Liquid Soldier on my Shadow Mist, so I couldn't special summon another monster that is able to go over Winder, and I have to scoop the game. Game 3. I had a bad hand and he can go off. But then, some light in the dark, I top deck my Shadow Mist. But it gets super polyed, and then he has Starving Venom on board. I do some stuff to set up with Sunrise, but Starving Venom clears the board when it leaves the field or gets destroyed. I'm not sure about what happens there, but it clears the entire field, and he could go into his Borreload Savage. With me top decking into Cosmic Cyclone, I have no playable hand and scoop the game. 1-2 loss this week. Well, this week we hadn't had a good standing. We lost 6 games, we won only 1, so only €1 extra for the bank. But I mean, it was a bad episode, and it happens. I don't expect to win every duel that I'm having. I don't expect to win every match, but losing all 3 is pretty bad. Even losing 2 matches 2-0, that hurts a lot. So reconsidering some deck decisions that I made for episode 11, we will have to see what I do there. Maybe do a smaller deck profile where I put it on screen. We have to see what I'm going to do. So, in the end, I'm sorry for this episode. The duels were not good. The deck profile was a disaster. I'm so sorry. I didn't have the option to do it again in a better format. So, I have to put it in. I'm a bit sorry about that. In the end, it's not perfect. I hope you still get through all of this, and if you are still here, then you can comment down below, we need the Vision Heroes. Just that is enough to say you are one of the OGs that went through to the end. So without further ado, I think that's enough of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it still, even though it was like kind of a train wreck, but that happens from time to time. But then again, I hope you give this video a like if you somehow enjoyed it, or subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Other than that, I hope you have a beautiful day, and to see you soon in the next episode. See you then. Bye bye.